What's going on YouTube? So I'm back again with another video, and I feel like it's been a minute now, so I gotta catch you guys up on the Integra. So the reason why I haven't been uploading a lot lately is because I've been busy with work and school. I do go to school full-time and I do go to work full-time, so that kind of takes up a lot of my time. And when I do get home and when I do have the chance to work on the car, I'm kind of just tired, just tired overall. I don't get enough sleep lately either, so that has a lot to do with me not being able to work on the Integra. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk around on the car, just to give you guys an idea of its current state and what I've done to the car so far during this time. Alright guys, so for those of you guys that are new to the channel, this is my 1997 Acura Integra LS. The chassis is LS, but the motor is actually a GSR, full GSR motor that is turbo as well. So the motor, it's a full GSR turbo. It is not fully built, I'm sorry. It is semi-built, so it has rods, pistons, springs, retainers, valve train. It does have a stock head and stock cams. So this car is also tuned by Armin Tune, as you can see there. I believe he's located in the IE. I don't know exactly where, I kind of forgot, kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I highly recommend him for tuning. He does a great job as far as Honda goes. I'm not sure if he tunes other platforms, but he does do an amazing job on Hondas. So if you guys are curious, this is a CX Racing Turbo paired with a Speed Factory turbo manifold. If you guys can see it right about, let me see if his focus is right there. I also have a CSF Racing radiator. I highly recommend this radiator. It's done an amazing job in keeping this car cool. I wouldn't go with any other option. I believe PLM sells a similar radiator, but honestly I highly recommend just getting the CSF one. It's way better quality. I know it's a little bit pricey, but trust me, this quality is way better than PLM's. So this car is running full 85. I do have a AEM fuel rail with a VMS fuel gauge and also a AEM fuel pressure regulator. So over on this build, I do have a lot of eBay parts, but I do upgrade them as they break. So for example, when I had my old turbo manifold, it was a PLM manifold, but I kept having issues with the wastegate spinning, so it will never tighten. So I just ended up upgrading to the Speed Factory one. Another example would be my intercooler. So I used to have an eBay intercooler, which I believe was a CX Racing. I just upgraded to a better one. This is a Vibrant intercooler, which has done me really good. For some reason, I do feel the response of the car more sensitive too, which is really good. So I love that. So shout out Vibrant for that amazing intercooler. And I just started adding like little stuff to it, like this little oil vent cap that leads to my oil catch can. This is a Vibrant catch can as well. And the hoses, the radiator hoses, I upgraded too. And let's see, on this exhaust pipe, I got this custom made by, I can't even think of the name on the spot right now, but I'll put it down in a link or in the description below. But he did an amazing job on this pipe. So these motor mounts are eBay too. I believe these are 90A rating. The reason why I went with the eBay ones is because Hasport, their time frame was 6 months for motor mounts, and I didn't have that time to wait, and I kind of wanted to do it all at once too. So I ended up canceling my order with Hasport, and I just ended up getting these eBay ones. And so far, they've done me amazing. And I have eBay motor mounts all around. So these two on the side, and also the one in the rear. As far as suspension goes, I am running BC Racing coilovers, and with True Heart control upper control arms, or camera arms if you want to call them that. As far as the suspension goes, so I got the coilovers custom made by BC. They are the stiffest you can get for free without them charging you. So I think the spring rating, from what I can remember, is like 16K all around. or 14K. I'm not, I think it's 14K in the rear and 16 in the front, or vice versa. I can't quite remember. It's been a minute since I bought those coilovers, but I did have to upgrade it to BC Racing because this car actually used to be bagged. And another thing I do want to mention, since I did talk about it being a full E85, I am running a Walbro 595 Hellcat fuel pump. You can pick those up on eBay for I think about 110 bucks, 120 bucks. They might have gone up since the last time I've purchased it, but I got mine for 110 bucks. By the way, this car is running Honda and it does have boost by gear. And another thing that I am proud of on this motor is actually the coil packs. So I ended up ditching the distributor and ended up just going with a cop kit. So a cop kit is basically a coil over plug kit, and this specific kit that I ended up purchasing is from Burden Racing. So if you guys are in the market for a cop kit, I highly recommend you guys check out Burden Racing. When I did make my purchase, they sent me everything, even including directions. So the install was fairly easy, no tuning required. I actually didn't have to adjust my timing, but I am gonna get this car tuned once I'm done wrapping it. So I haven't gotten tuned yet ever since I put on the cop kit, but so far this motor has been running strong, and I'm actually very proud of this motor because it's lasted me a year with no issues. Alright guys, so I think that's pretty much it as far as the motor goes, because I do want to talk a little bit about the exterior on this car, just because I do have some wrap laying around on top of it. So the original color of this car is actually white, but as you can see, I do have some wrap laid over it, and I've actually wrapped some parts of this car already. Let me tell you why. So one of my favorite colors is actually a color made by BMW. It's called Gravid Gray, and when I found out that Vinyl Frog actually has a vinyl wrap that looks very similar to that color, I definitely had to get it. So I'm not sure if you guys gonna get this on camera, but this color is basically a dark Nardo gray but with a gold pearl over it. So at certain angles you can definitely see the gold pearl on this color, which I absolutely love. The reason why I decided to wrap it instead of painting it that color is because painting it would have cost me a fortune on this car, and I also don't trust leaving this car anywhere by itself. So as you can see, I've done this whole side. So I've done the front fender, the door, and the rear quarter panel. I'm not going to do the rear hatch, also the hood. The hood. I'm not going to touch the hood or the rear hatch. The reason why is because it's carbon fiber. I want the carbon fiber exposed. Another thing is, I'm not sure if I should wrap the roof the same color as the wrap, or maybe wrap it black. I feel like if I wrap it black, it will go really good with the carbon hood and the carbon hatch. But as far as finishing up this wrap job, I believe I just have the roof, the rear bumper, the front bumper, and the driver's side quarter panel. Also the side mirrors and the door handles, because I haven't finished the door handles either. So in case you guys are interested in my wheel and tire setup before I end this video, I am running the Roto Slips 15x7 I think, and the tire is a R888Rs. So they are Toyo tires, and the tire size I believe is 225/50/15. So as far as my brake setup goes, I do have a big brake kit made by Willwood in the front, and for the rear I do have stock brakes, only because the Willwood big brake kit for the rear is hella expensive. One last thing I do want to mention is I'm actually excited to work more on this car, just because I did get new tools for my inventory, and I actually got power tools. This is something that I've never had before, and I'm actually excited to try out. So I do have a Milwaukee 3/8 compact impact, and I also have the 1/2 inch, which is right there, and I have the electric ratchet by Milwaukee as well. Honestly, this ratchet has been coming in hella clutch while working on this car. So man, I do maybe want to upgrade to the newer one, which is the fuel version, later down the road for sure. Honestly, I don't know how I went all these years without power tools. Once you get into power tools, you'll never look back. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to end the video. I appreciate you guys watching and stopping by and checking out my channel. I highly appreciate that. I know I've been lagging on videos, but trust me, I will get back into it once my schedule gets back into place. I am a little busy with school and work, but I will try to make time to record more on the Integra and the Beamer, because I do have a Beamer. I haven't posted videos on that either, but let me know what you guys want to watch. If you guys want to watch more videos on the Integra or the Beamer. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.